What was your first non-video game job?
That's an interesting question.
The Road to World Cup FIFA 98.
And was it worth it?
Great question.
Dinosaur. I've got it on my
He's not scary at all.
pin.
He's just a really cute dinosaur. Hi, I'm Rich Newbold, Game Director on Planet Coaster 2.
Hello, I'm Josh Shepard. I'm Lead Animator on Planet Coaster 2.
And we're here today to interview each other. Josh, why don't you go first?
All right. What is the weirdest line of dialogue you put in a game?
Working with the narrative teams on Jurassic World Evolution 2 and Planet Coaster 2, there's not a line of dialogue that is weird, but I always like to have little puns or plays with the word, but I can't think of a specific one. On Planet Coaster 2, we're doing a lot of nice stuff with the narrative where we're linking surfboards for one of our characters and his brother, who's a bit more of the tech side, and having them this dynamic where one's into surfboards and one's into motherboards, and I'm really liking that kind of dialogue.
That's funny.
I learned that lesson on Eugene's 8th birthday. He really did love his first laptop, but it ended up giving a new meaning to surfing the web.
A 50 megahertz processor, 4 meg of RAM, and 1 floppy disk drive. Trust my brother to mistake a motherboard for a surfboard.
Did you do a video game related degree and was it worth it?
Great question. I actually did a video game degree. I did a video game degree from the University of Lincoln.
Okay.
And it was a course that was not early on in the industry, but the academic side of doing video game degrees was quite early, and it was a generalist course. So I got taught art, animation, audio, project management, bit of coding, bit of design. So throughout those 3 years, I got an aspect of all the parts of making a video game. And looking back was really crucial because at the time I felt like I didn't have a specific skill set to grow into. I like doing all the bits of everything. But looking back, it allowed me to have a better understanding of what you do every day, what everyone in the team does, that allows me to then have a good judgment of what features, what content to add, what's possible, what's feasible, where to push, where to pull. And I found it, looking back, it was a really useful degree for giving me that awareness of what everyone's doing that allows me as game director to make the game at the end.
I did a degree in 3D animation at Bournemouth University, and I met a bunch of really amazing people through that course. One of the artists who I studied with actually ended up working at Frontier Developments, which definitely helped when it came to the interview process and just making the contacts with where I work now. Dogs versus cats.
Cats, easily. A cat and I have the same attitude
To life. I knew you were going to say that.
Is that a cat's modus operandi is to just sleep and don't irritate it and just be left alone. Just leave me to my own devices, and I kind of just really sync with that perfectly. Whilst a dog, very affectionate, a lot of attention. I can't always give that. So a cat for me wins.
Perfect. Let's go for it. Tell me about your next project.
Planet Coaster 2 is the sequel to the critically acclaimed original Planet Coaster that came out in 2016. It's about building that wonderful dream theme park, but in the sequel we now have the addition of those water parks. So you've got roller coasters, you've got the flat rides and water parks, building those amazing pools, flumes, giving your guests a wonderful time in these theme parks. We've got new creative tools, so we have new ways for you to scale your scenery, attach them to your flat rides and your coasters, and really dress up your parks. We have new management features as well. The water parks, we've got the addition of lifeguards and all the challenging aspects of running a successful water park as well. And you can now share your creations cross-platform as well. So your blueprints, your parks, you can now share with your friends from PC to console. And we also have franchise mode where you can create a franchise with your friends, create parks and compete against other franchises on leaderboards.
My favorite aspect of Planet Coaster 2 is being able to build and manage your theme parks with the camera far away, and then to be able to zoom in close to that detail and see plenty of attention to detail in your guests' personality and fun. That's a pillar of the Planet games and something that I'm really pleased that we got into Planet Coaster 2.
What was your first non-video game job?
My first non-video game job back in the day was working in the warehouse at John Lewis,
Nice.
which was fun when you're 15, and I got to use the price gun, which is as exciting as it
The
sounds.
dream for every teenager. is the
Yes,
price gun.
anything with the word gun that involves doing physical labor, pretty decent first job.
For me, my first non-video game job is actually slightly video gamey. I started at Game as a retail assistant, so I've always had a love for video games, so that was the job I wanted and I got. I was first year of university. I needed that extra cash to get my drink fund going, so I got that Christmas job at Game. Sales assistant, it was great. I got to be amongst games and I really enjoyed it because it gave me that opportunity to connect with people, which is something I found I really enjoyed through my career. So working in sales, working in retail, it's a really tough environment, but it allowed me to work on these dynamics of working with people, and from there moved into video games. So that was my first non-video game job, thankfully, and luckily for me, it was still video gaming, so kept my
Amazing.
passion going.
Yeah.
Who do you want to thank most for succeeding in the video game industry?
That's an interesting question. I have to go for the cheesy answer and say I need to thank my parents and my mum for supporting me. It's a little bit of an out-of-the-box profession, I think, for anyone who wants to go into game development and animation, and I got a lot of support, and then everyone at Frontier Developments who supported me from coming in as a graduate and coming onto Planet Coaster 2 as a lead. It's been great.
Oh, for me, the person I want to thank most for succeeding, and this is somebody that we work with, and that's Adam Woods, who has been the executive producer on a number of the projects that I've been working on. But we've been at Frontier together for 15 years, and we've worked together for a long time. And he has been my support structure for everything I do, and he's been my biggest supporter and has really pushed me at times as well, and he really challenges me. And our dynamic on Planet Coaster 2 is I'm the game director, he's the senior executive producer, I'm what the project is, he's how do we just make it? It's him that I would thank the most for where I am today.
What's a song that gets you in the zone at work?
At work, I don't really have a track specifically, just because my job is working with you guys on the team and having that kind of communication. I find that I need to be open and not be closed off in headphones. But if I really do need to get into the zone, if there's a PowerPoint or if there's a document I'm trying to finish, it's What's Up Danger from the Spider-Verse. So, that song is the perfect one for me to just zone into. If I'm playing a game, that's the one. If I really need to get to the edge of my seat and focus, I put that track on.
Can't stop me now.
Next question, Josh.
Okay.
Best video game song or soundtrack of all time?
That's so hard. That's really hard. I have to go with Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Interesting.
That would be my pick. Definitely a nostalgic one, but it's just gotten me through. I don't want to be too dramatic by saying it's gotten me through hardship, but it's certainly something that I have a lot of nostalgia and love for, and I think that music evokes what I love about games. So that would be my pick.
For me, it is Song 2 by Blur from, I believe, the Road to World Cup FIFA 98.
That's such a deep cut.
I think I was 13 at the time. It was one of those games that I played a lot. It's the first song you get on the main menu, and it's such an icon. It just hits well, and it's such a good choice for that menu. It just gets me like, right, I started this game up, and it impacts straight away in audio form. I'm gonna play some football.
Yeah,
but it always worked, and it still gets me excited even when I hear it now. It just takes me back to that moment, those memories that I had of when I was younger.
Nice.
What was the last game you played?
The last game that I played was actually Minecraft. Getting back into it, I think working on Planet Coaster 2, I'm inspired by the building, and Baldur's Gate 3. So I gave a few different options there, but all of those are ongoing at the minute.
Nice. For me, the last game I played was Balatro, and I played it hard. Hard.
Yes.
I really loved it. It had a really great loop. It kept you engaged. I just kept wanting to go back, keep playing again, get past those decks. And then I also got my son into it as well. He would sit and play with me, and it was great to just have us both take turns and try and figure out how we're going to get through the different challenges. So Balatro was a big one, and I've had a break, but I'm looking forward to getting back to it soon.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said played and not playing right now.
I do need a break at the minute. Yes.
Work together to come up with and pitch a game right now. You have 90 seconds. Okay, game director brain, let's go.
I just want to make a football manager simulation game, so...
Okay.
But we should make it...
Can we have power-ups for the footballs? I'm thinking
Yes.
fire, ice, poison, bouncy footballs.
That's good, but I also want to have like a rock, paper, scissors element to the footballs.
So the referee does, to the footballs, or the referee
no,
does
the
rock,
referee-
paper, scissors?
Yeah, that sounds great.
And then that decides which team goes first.
Yes, but we need to figure out the game aspects, so the team that wins the rock, paper, scissors gets the choose which kind of element fireball they want.
Yes, exactly. And then every half, the pitch rotates 45 degrees, so it makes it very hard for one team. But
Yes,
for the other
and
team, it's
the
fine.
input method is touchscreen. And you have to fight take the pitch moving as well by tilting your mobile phone.
Okay, so we know the platform,
Yep.
we know the type of the game. That's it. I think it's let's get on it.
Yeah, we'll see that.
It's gonna be a good, good, good day.
Which character from your games do you hold dearest?
I think it's going to be Eugene Newton from Planet Coaster 2.
In Legends, the Bifrost Rainbow Bridge connected Asgard, the realm of the gods, to Midgard, the realm of mankind. If we want to immerse people in Norse histories, we should continue work on the Bifrost Bridge.
He is so engaged with theme parks and having such a great time. He's so positive about it, and it's really appealing and sticks with you, and I think that's one that, like, the character I was going to choose, definitely. How about you?
From the games that we've made, I would have to pick Gulpy, the entertainer from the original Planet Coaster and Planet Coaster 2, because it was one of the first things that I got to animate and was just over the moon to be able to do that as a career, as a developer. And so to see that entertainer return is really exciting and really rewarding.
What's not to love about a massive dinosaur?
Dinosaur.
But it's not,
Dinosaur.
it's
I've
not-
got it on my
He's not scary
on
at
my
all.
pin.
He's just a really cute dinosaur. So yeah.
Yeah.
One more question, Joshua. What is your favorite video game acting performance of all time?
That's another difficult question. I would have to say, because I'm always a fan of cheeky British humor, Wheatley in Portal 2.
Oh, great choice.
Okay, you know what? Go ahead and jump. You've got braces on your legs, so you're all set. Although no braces on your arms, though. So you're going to have to rely on the old human strength to keep a grip on the device and, by extension, me. So do really make sure you keep a grip on me. Also, a note: no braces on your spine either. So don't land on that. Or your head. No braces there. That could split like a melon from this height. So do definitely focus on landing with your legs.
I really struggle. There's been so many great performances in the different games I've played, but now I wish I'd have said that, because that one's really good.
You can pick that one too.
No, it's fine. I think for me, the Fable games, it's very similar to it's the British humor
yeah.
thing. I always like the Fable games for their different performances because it does have that British humor, and it's something that I can connect with because we're British. Or for me anyway, that I just really engage with. So there's not really one standout one, but that overall arcing performance of all the different characters in that was something, all those games has been something that always sticks with me.
She was a stunner. At least I think she was. But I also thought the trees around us were running around on little chocolate legs, if you see what I mean.
What video game or TV show defined your childhood?
Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Wow.
It's kind of what the game that's defined me, like my whole career, like who I am today, because it was the first game I played, and Link wakes up and it's raining, peril, and then you're thrust into being the hero, and it stuck with me. And as soon as I played it, I love games. And I knew then that I wanted to be in games and make games and share that moment, that feeling I had with other people. So I think for me, it's definitely that one, and that's a game that has always stuck with me. I've been a Zelda fan since then. I've loved all of the games, but that one's the one that I always think back to and go, I played that one a lot, and I love the experience and challenges, but that's first, that introduction, and the feelings it gave me, it's a bit scary, but the feelings it gave me were really positive, and I loved it, and it's made me want to be in the video game industry and make games and make great experiences for people since.
Wow. I love it. For me, I would have to say Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. So just getting to play that and being able to ride your rides at the time was just something that I never experienced that, and it was so, even today, it's a really amazing game. And so to be a fan of that, and then in my career to get to work on the original Planet Coaster and Planet Coaster 2, that's genuinely a dream job, and I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to do that. I think there's one note left. There's one note left. What's it gonna be? What is your go-to gaming snack? That's the final question.
My go-to snack. There is a brand of crisps called I think they're like Mamamosas. They are
I've
big
not heard
crisp
of
packs.
this. Okay.
And we buy them in the house and they're there in the cupboard. And generally it's like, you shouldn't be eating those. But Friday night, there's a time, it's about 8:30 after the kids are in bed, that I'm like, okay, it's Friday. What's in the cupboard? Oh, it's the big pack of crisps. And then I'll start eating them and then I'll have eaten the whole packet.
Yes.
But they're like a
Tends to
big
be.
packet. But for me, it's something I can get in my hand quickly and then in my mouth quickly so I can get back to playing games.
Okay, hear me out on this one. Coffee, that's to cite compliment.
Okay.
Banana bread, okay.
Homemade?
Homemade. Good way to get rid of old bananas. Then, okay, if you want to be really cheeky, a little bit of butter or spread, Nutella on top of that.
Nice.
That combo, bitter, sweet, Nutella, Baldur's Gate, good combo.
Because I used to do Biscoff spread with a spoon, like a yogurt.
Oh
But
my
for-
God.
But there were for so many reasons that was
You have to stop.
I had to stop because
But
that was
it's
not going to
wonderful.
my body could not sustain that long term. It's just going to cause me issues. But I still enjoy a bit of a spoon every now and then.
Sometimes you just
But-
see it on the shelf and you just go.
because
I
you can't
remember.
have just one.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, I can see what you mean with the Nutella though.
Lots. It's a good combo.
Planet Coaster 2 is out on the 6th of November on PC, Xbox Series S and X, and PlayStation 5. Come on, Josh, let's get out of here.
All right, let's go.